So G Herbo has a court date. And yep, G Herbo goes to court just to find out that there's a good chance that one of the main witnesses against him is his ex-girlfriend, Ari Fletcher. Me and the Notification Gang would like to invite everybody to come join us Monday through Thursday, 9:20 to 10 o'clock for morning coffee, where we discuss the events of the prior day and also just talk mess about stuff. See you then.
It was that simple, but this is much bigger than you and me.
Hey, little mama. It may be bigger than you, and it may be bigger than me, but it ain't bigger than you and me. Can you dig it?
BBN! Jack Frost! What's up, party people? Alright, so... yeah. So... apparently, G Herbo had a court date today pertaining to the situation in which he's currently finding himself involved in, where he's being accused of basically stealing identities on credit cards and in other ways, and making extravagant purchases like vacations around the world, renting out planes, and getting designer puppies. Okay. So, okay. G Herbo says, not guilty. I was about to say not innocent by accident. He says not guilty. And just so you know, he's still, I believe they haven't actually upped his bail yet. There's been some discussion about it, because basically I think his bail's only something like $75,000, like. And he's an individual who makes so much money that I believe that the government might be afraid that he might still try to run. Now, with all that being said, that they might even thinking about upping his bail that he has, there's a good chance that they believe that they have a lot of, I believe, evidence on him. And guess what? They have a witness whose initials are AF and lives in Atlanta. So I don't know what to tell you. So for everybody that don't know, G Herbo used to be in a relationship with an Ari Fletcher, and basically the government just said that there is an individual on the Discovery who I believe, when they was, there's a myth, I believe, that there are people that believe that the government don't have to, during Discovery, basically the government can just all flat out lie. I'm not talking about withholding. I'm saying that there are people that believe that during the Discovery process, the government can just flat out lie. I do not know this to be true. I don't have any idea where these individuals are getting this from. As far as I know, if during the Discovery period the government flat out lies, you can file for a mistrial. You can say, hey, look, we weren't able to basically prepare for the trial that the government was or the accusations that were gonna be made against us, because we didn't know what the accusations were. The government lied when they said what this particular trial was gonna be about. Believe me, there are people that believe this. As far as I know, this is not something that's legal. And if you even have the most, I don't know, terrible list of lawyers, all they have to do is point something out like this to the judge, and the courts is not gonna let this go through. There's this thing, right? It's called an appeal. I'm gonna say this again. There's this thing called an appeal. There's a whole court system named after it. It's called an appeals court. And basically, when you do an appeal, it's basically you saying that this was an illegal trial. Things happened in this trial that should not have happened, and we need for you to either null and void, we need a new trial, we need something. So judges don't want this on their resume. They don't want, I had this many people appeal and win. You know, people appeal all the time, but you don't want them to be able to win by the accusations in which they're making being incorrect. So as far as I know, and I'm going to move on from this, but I'm telling you, there's people that think that this is a thing. As far as I know, the government can't flat out lie in the discovery process in order to allow for the individuals who's being prosecuted to be able to put forth the proper defense. So there's a person named AF. They saying that this individual lives in Atlanta. Herbo used to date someone named Ari Fletcher. This person might be the individual on which they're talking about. Now, back to that in 1 second. Herbo also has a baby on the way for everybody that don't know. Herbo is currently in a relationship with Tiana Williams, and she's 4 months pregnant. So he asks the judge, he asks the courts if it's possible for him to be able to travel to New Jersey so he'd be able to to visit her, and that request was granted. Just so we could be clear, U.S. Magistrate Judge Catherine Robertson, she granted that request. The prosecutors also identified one of the witnesses in the case. I keep trying to tell you, an Atlanta woman who Wright shares a child with prior to the relationship. So I just want to add that little extra caveat while we were talking about the baby that's on the way. Okay, so just so we can be clear, I'm not going to hold y'all on this, but just so we can be clear, he's asked so he could travel a little, so he could see his child from New York. I believe he wants to be able to go. The case is in Massachusetts, by the way. He lives in California. The case is in Massachusetts. Also, there was a thing about him being able to smoke marijuana. Apparently, in Massachusetts, it's legal or decriminalized. The same thing in California. I'm guessing the reason in which why they're speaking about it is because these crimes are federal crimes, and it's not necessarily been federally legalized yet. So as far as the federal system is concerned, I think that's what this is about. I'm not 100% sure. But put down in the comment section what you guys might think this might allude to. But basically, yeah, Herbo has a baby with someone named AF from Atlanta. They're gonna be a witness. You know what this means, y'all? I'm gonna explain something to everybody, because apparently, no matter how right I am on these court cases, no matter how much I'm talking about, no matter how much what I say or what I explain to you guys actually come to be fact, people like to go either nitpick or they like to just say absolutely absurd things, right? That don't make any sense. So let me explain to y'all what I think this means real quick, and you can do what you want with the information. This means that they're going to show that he has a history. When was the last time Herbo was with Ari? Anybody knows? Why should she even know these things, is my point. So 9 times out of 10, they're going to show that he has a history of basically breaking this specific law. That he was doing it before, he's doing it now, and if he's not locked up, he's going to still be doing it, because this is the law that he breaks in order to be able to look like he's spending more money than he is. Now, wait, real quick, just so everybody can understand, because people are going to say, well, he got money. You know what I'm saying? This dude, we know he got money. You can look and see how much he's worth. He was on the Forbes 30 under 30. I'm going to explain something. And this is basically why I believe the federal government is really cracking down on rappers. It looks like it's just New York, but it's not just New York, y'all. Rap is one of the easiest ways to wash money. I don't know no other way to put it. I don't know how y'all feel about that. I don't know who believes it. I don't know who don't believe it. But rap is basically one of the easiest ways to wash money, y'all. I'm just telling you. So think about it. If you're making real money, but even though you're making real money, you're still doing these scams, like what this is obviously is, if this is true, at least what the government is describing is scamming. You're basically washing your money because you have millions of dollars. There's no reason, or you have a lot of money. There's no reason for you to do some of these things and what you're doing, because you make enough money in a year to actually be doing these things. Anyway, put it down in the comment section. I want to know what you guys think about this, especially the Ari thing. Like, word? Hold on. Are you trying to tell me that some of the girlfriends are snitching publicly now and not just behind closed doors? Is this what you're telling me? Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to help dictate the direction that this channel takes, please leave a comment. All comments are appreciated, whether positive or negative. Thank you very much and enjoy your day. And remember, positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. Let's get it.
Mike Giants.
Oh, Black Dynamite, I wish it was that simple, but this is much bigger than you and me.
Hey, little mama, it may be bigger than you, and it may be bigger than me, but it ain't bigger than you and me. Can you dig it?